Welcome to the 45th episode of Lalitha Sahasranam Stotra. Karma charana or action in a unified manner and through this action in a unified manner, the unconditional source of cosmic energy can be tapped. This is a training that is imparted to or given to the faculties. This message is the essence of Lalitha Sahasranam Stotra. Let us move on. Post Bandasura effect, the Manmada was resurrected. The inertia effects are non-existent. That verification has been done through Srimad Bhagavad Kuta Eka Swarupa Mukhabhankaja Kattada Katipariyanta Madhya Kuta Swarupini. Shakti Kuta Ekatapana Kachita Bhagadarini. Then the soul connection was established. And the divisions were performed. In this case, based on the professions through. So divisions were performed and genetic genes were introduced for the first time through Kulamruta Krasika Kulasanketa Palini. So all this is part of the evolution strategy laid out by the Universal Mother. So the next nama is Kulangana. So the genetic information, the genes that were kept secret in a particular sect or particular tribe or particular family, community. So those genes that are not being used or not saturated as a whole, as a community, the unsaturated genes in a particular community or a family that are not being used or not being subjected to saturation. So these characteristics have been fine-tuned towards the evolution of the body, various body organs, body parts, to those souls who are going to acquire the bodies. So the unsaturated genes in a particular community have been identified, and the future generations or future generation souls who are acquiring the body. So these unsaturated genes have been introduced in their various body organs towards the saturation. That is Kulangana. So the Kula Sanketa Palini, the previous nama, it ends with E. The termination of Kula Sanketa Palini is E, and hence it is not terminated in the Grandhi. So it is unterminated. So that means it's ever-going process. Kula Sanketa Palini is ever-going process. So if it is unterminated, where does it terminate? It terminates in the next nama, that is Kulangana. So Kula Sanketa Palini terminates in Kulangana. And so hence the unsaturated characteristics of Kula Sanketa Palini have been transformed into Kulangana towards the evolution of various body organs, so that the saturation of this genes takes place. So let us see some examples. Kshatriyas, for example, they are supposed to be well-built body. So the Kulasanketa Palani attributes of the warrior community, that is Kshatriyas, have been identified, and then the future generations are given the faster body growth through these genes. So similarly, the scholar communities, the genes, unsaturated genes identified, the future generation gets these genes so that they get the necessary, the body evolution. Similarly, the fine arts community, so on and so forth. And this is not only limited to the good attributes as well as the bad attributes, also for the bad attributes. In Treta Yuga, Ravana's sons, Meghanada, Akshaya, Akampana, etc., they were given the same genes towards the bad karmacharana. So their bodies or evolution happened in such a way that this unsaturated genes, through them they can perform the karmacharana action, and then get saturated. And it's not surprising that Ravana's sons have perished or died prior to Ravana's death. So that indicates there is a saturation effect. So this is about Kulangana. The next nama is Kulantasta. So this is like Kulantasta is it is the faculty of intellect of the whole community of Kula. So for a particular tribe, the whole community as a whole, if you take as an entity, the whole family as a whole we take as an entity, then Kulantasta is the faculty of intellect of the whole community as a whole, whole community as an entity. So Kulamrutaikarasika projects the sugarcane like faculty of personality. Kulasanketa Palani projects faculty of discretion. Then the Kulangana projects the evolution of the body, organs, that is the five senses and the various other organs. Then the Kulantasta is a projection of the faculty of intellect. Of what? Faculty of intellect of the whole community as a whole, not as an individual. So Kulamrutaikarasika, Kulasanketa Palani, Kulangana, and then the Kulantasta. These represent the whole community faculties. So Kulantasta is the faculty of intellect of the whole community. And this faculty of intellect, what does it do? The chosen taste of the individual and as a whole, for the family or community, is it going in the right direction, or is it going slow? If it is going slow or too fast, what decision need to be taken? So all this information as a faculty of intellect the Kulantasta performs. So the Kulantasta, the decisions that is taken by Kulantasta as a whole, for the whole community, for the harmony of a particular community. So these decisions get translated to through the Kulamrutaikarasika, the faculty of personality, and Kulasanketa Valni, the faculty of discretion, through the genetic modification, and through Kulangana, it gets transformed to the senses as well as the body organs, various body parts. So this is a genetic evolution that is taking place. There is a constant change that is happening in the genes towards the saturation of particular tribe or a community. So that is Kulantasta. The next nama is Kaulini. So this Kaulini is like the whole community or a tribe, if we take as an entity, as one entity, the soul energy of the whole community. That is Kaulini. So the Sivasekta Samarasya in the body, that is northbound and southbound forces harmony state, is called Kaula. The unification of northbound and southbound forces is called Kaula. Now Kula, what is Kula? Kula means the Kamacharana or action performed in Vishnu Grandhi, and the fruit of that action appearing in Brahma Grandhi, that is called Kula. So Vishnu Grandhi is the middle of these two forces that are operating in the body. So the harmony state, it is the right place for the harmony state, exhibition of the harmony state. So that's why the Kula, the action are performed through Kauli, through Kaula, the action or karmacharana performed in Vishnu Grandhi, that is Kula. So in this unification of northbound, the northbound forces in the body are called Narayani. The southbound forces are called Panchabrahma. So these two getting united in each other, that is Sivasekta Samarasya. And similarly, the faculties of intellect, discretion, personality and mind that are northbound through Narayani, getting united in the faculties of intellect, discretion, personality and mind of the southbound forces, that Panchabrahma, is also Sivasekta Samarasya, that is the unification of the forces in the body. So in this state, the energy, Kundalini energy from Mooladhara, that is in the form of that has the shades of the universal mother, through the capillary effects reaches the Sahasra Chakra, and Shiva is present in Sahasra Chakra in a meditation posture, and reaching this Shiva, this Kundalini energy reaching this Shiva, it projects what is known as Ardhanariswara Tattva. That means the two unifying energies, that is feminine energy, masculine energy. That is not two, it is just one. It is single, it is unity. That is Ardhanariswara Tattva. Therefore, Sivasekta Samarasya, or the unification of northbound and southbound forces, means the soul energy that is present in Mooladhara, to what extent it can propagate and it can get saturated. So this kind of examination by Shiva and in the same manner, the the soul energy that has reached the Sahasrara, giving its report card to Shiva in Sahasrara, and the report card is mentioning to where does it stand in terms of the saturation of the chosen taste of the soul, and so towards fulfillment of the remaining tasks. So what nourishment it requires from the universe. So this report card is called Shivasikta Samarasya in the body. So therefore, through Kundalini, in a particular family or a community, the souls that have acquired the bodies helping these bodies towards Ardhanariswar Tattva, that is towards the establishment of the Shivasikta Samarasya in their particular body. So that is about Kundalini. It is promoting the soul saturation. Through Kundalini, it's a promotion of the soul saturation. The next nama is Kulayogini. So in the previous nama Kundalini, it is the soul effects of the community as a whole, and the efforts towards the saturation of the community as a whole have been described. So Kulayogini refers to the saturated taste of the community, that is a particular tribe or a family or a community, that is Kulayogini. So after the termination of Bhandasura, the Manmatha, the Cupid, was resurrected. Then the qualities that were present prior to emergence of Bhandasura were re-established or resurfaced in the Karmacharana. And in this state, the Dharma was re-established through the four divisions that were performed, and then the genetic essence were introduced for the first time. Genetic evolution was introduced through Kulamrtaikarasika, the faculty of personality, Kulasanketa Palini, faculty of discretion, Kulangana projects the five senses and the extension of genes into the body, various body parts. Kulangana, that is Kundalini, projects the soul energy of the community as a whole, and then the Ardhanarisa Tattva, or the single entity of the feminine and masculine energies. So in this state, the promotion of single energy for the masculine and feminine state, in this state, that particular community or family, they treat the male, they give equal opportunity to male and females. They treat equally the men and the women, and they welcome the male child with as much love and affection as the female child. So they don't have any bias to any particular sex. So they're not biased to having only promoting only male children or female children. So this is like a witness mode operation, and in this mode of operation, um, they are contributing towards establishing the order in the universe. Okay, so that is about that is the part, that is the essence of this Kula Yogini. Now, what is yoga? Yoga means the two things getting immersed in each other. Two attributes getting united or immersed, unification of two attributes within each other. That is yoga. So, for example, throughout the day, the faculty of mind oscillates into the past and the future, and in the night, at the time of sleep, it gets immersed. It gets anchored to the present, to the current, and immediately the remaining faculties, the faculty of intellect, faculty of discretion, faculty of personality, they close their doors, and so they turn inward. So when the faculties turn inward, the senses turn also inward, and that particular individual gets into sleep mode. This is a yoga. So in this yoga, the 9 indriyas, that is 5 senses and 4 faculties, have united with the soul energy. So this is yoga. The famous lyricist Vetu Sundaramurthy, in one of the song, he wrote, Sagara Sangamame Okayogam. The Sagar Sangama, that is the unification of river into the ocean or sea. That is a yoga. So it's an example from the nature. That is yoga. So this example that was described, if it was described while in the sleep mode, but if it can be done, this yoga or the unification can be done while we are still awake. So that is like that promotes the witness mode operation, the lotus-like operation. So regardless of what slush we are operating in, we are not being wetted by that slush. Just like the lotus, in spite of being in the muddy waters, it is not being wetted by the mud or water. It is hydrophobic. So that reflects the saturated taste. So this entire exercise is to promote the community towards community saturation, towards the saturation as a whole, as a tribe. So that is Kula Yoga, Kula Yogini. So in this state of operation, so we have encountered similar state in the past. Mahapadmatavi samsta kadamba vanvasini, Sudhasagar Majjasta Kamakshi Kamadayani. So there is sea of lotus flowers, and so in that state they were given Kamakshi Kamadayani. They were given unlimited desires to get them fulfilled and towards saturation. And of course, in that process, there was a misuse that happened, and that's how Bandasura got emerged. So now a similar state is emerging here in Kula Yogini. So the witness mode operation and the lotus mode operation is back to introduced again in a different manner, in this case through the formation of genes and various communities, etc., etc. So in this state of saturation as a whole, when a family or a community is saturated as a whole, as a Kula Yoga, in this state, the evolved souls now take birth. They assume the body in such families, in such communities, because they are saturated. They are acting like a witness mode. They have no particular bias to male or female. They welcome a male child as much as the female child. So in this state, evolved souls take birth in such families, in such communities. So the whole effort of the Universal Mother is to promote this community to reach this state of soul saturation, of the community saturation. Through the community saturation, so she is controlling the knobs at the community level to promote the community saturation. So in the process, in that particular community or family, if somebody is saturation progress is slow, she promotes, she identifies the loopholes or weaklings and then promotes them towards saturation, that is through either through Kulangana or Kulantastha, Kaulini, Kulayogini, by tweaking their faculties, by tweaking their the senses, the various body organs. They have been trying towards reaching saturation, and so similarly, somebody is saturating too fast, she controls them also. So this is a promotion of the saturation of the whole community, Kulayogini. So through this Nama, Kulayogini, the 24 forms of the gurus that are existing in this universe, the profession is one of the a very well-defined profession, like fine arts or weaving the clothes. These are called Kulavrutti or Panivrutti. So this is one guru form of 24 guru forms. So this gets introduced. So from Asvarudadishchitasva Koti Yuravruta, from that Nama till Kulayogini, all these Namas represent this guru form, that is the profession form. So Kulangana, Kulantastha, Kaulini, Kulayogini, this one sloka divided into 4 namas. So what does it mean? Kulangana refers to the faculty of intellect. Kulantastha refers to faculty of discretion. Kaulini refers to faculty of personality. And Kulayogini is a faculty of mind. So first time in this, so here it is the individual faculties that we are discussing. While we are discussing the namas, it is the faculty of a community as a whole. So there is a difference. So this particular stoka, Kulangana, Kulantastha, Kaulini, Kulayogini, imparts training to all the 4 faculties. That is faculty of intellect through Kulangana, faculty of discretion through Kulantastha, faculty of personality through Kaulini, faculty of mind through Kulayogini. So for the first time in Lalitha Sahasranama, we have encountered all the 4 faculties getting trained through this through one sloka. Till now, each sloka is given training to one particular faculty or 2 faculties at the most. But this is the first time that all the 4 faculties receive the training. So that means it's moving forward. The universe is marching forward. So which is a good sign. So the remaining namas we will explore in the next episode. Thank you.